us, the fantasies. No one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. This for you, this for us. Open up your brown book, baby. Open up your brown book. Open up your brown book, baby. Look. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you. It's for us.
Reese, you got to play with the brown book. You and Delaney.
This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby.
Yo, that is my favorite song in the whole wide world. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Shay Baby. Welcome back to another episode here at the Brown Book Series. Tonight, we have some wonderful ladies with me tonight, honey. They are friends of the family, friends of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the authors of the Men for Hire. They're missing one, so they down one. But I already called. Like, I'm sorry, Shay. I'm like, yeah, whatever, get it together. But that's my girl. But anyway, USA Today's best-selling authors, Delaney, Diamond, and Reese.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Great to have us here.
I'm so super excited that you guys are here. And this is Delaney's first time on the show.
Yes, first time.
Yes, welcome. I'm going to be good tonight because, they get mad at me. Like, Shay, you got to be good because they said that I be running people off and they don't want to talk to me no more. So I'm going to be good tonight. And Reese, you know what? You've been on the show before, but you have never been on by yourself.
This is true. I like company.
Reese, get your shit together, okay?
I'm always with company.
Delaney, baby, she always want to party, honey. She always want to party.
The more the merrier, right?
You're absolutely right. The more the merrier. So before we get started, let's go into the chat, see what's going on. Hey, LaShawn. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on, children? Hi, Jennifer. Hello. Welcome to the show, y'all. Well, come on in. Let everybody know Brown Book Series is on. It's 7:00. It's Wednesday night. Y'all know how we get down. Like and share. We have the authors from the Men of Hire on tonight, honey. They're gonna tell us about these men they done hired. I knew Reese and Sharon C Cuba was the cook, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know Delaney got down like that. But so we're gonna talk about that tonight.
Bad influence.
What's up, y'all? You excited? Me too. Faith, family, and fun reviews. Hello. Every time Miss Faith, family, and fun come on here, we try not to cuss, but we too late already, girl. You should tell me. Jennifer, what's up, baby? Hey, y'all. Hey, Tori. JB, what it do? Yes, happy Wednesday, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Jennifer. Y'all know what we do. This is what we're doing on Wednesday night. I'm so super excited because, like I said, I have two of my favorite authors on here, and I'm more excited because this is Delaney's first time.
Thank you. I know, right?
I'm excited too, so I'm so glad that I was able to participate. Thank you.
And Delaney, you know what? I'm so black. After Raw, first I want to thank you because you was the first person that reached out to me when we was like, okay, we're gonna have Raw, we're gonna do our thing. Delaney was like, girl, I can't be there, but I'm gonna give me an ad, what I need to do, all that stuff. We still got your books. I'm like, we got to send Delaney her package. I look at it every day. So thank you though for just being one of the sponsors because you didn't even know nothing about me, but you was like, girl, what you need for me to do.
Such an amazing event too. So
yes, I saw the pictures and the videos. Yes, it looked really nice. And I've heard so many good things about it.
It was awesome.
It was nice. Reese was out there, honey, shaking the tail for the girl. I said, Reese, your ass you was out here working, girl.
The old people was out there shutting it down.
Things out there shutting it down. I absolutely love it. So, and Reese, you ain't had no choice but to be there. So,
I loved it. I had such a good time. It was great.
Yeah. And so, ladies, Raw will be back again next year. It's October 11th and 12th. So, if you haven't got your tickets, make sure you go and check it out. We got brand new legends that we're doing. These legends, I couldn't keep up with the legends last year, but baby, next year I'm gonna need some help because I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But So if you haven't gotten your tickets, make sure you go and check it out. Jennifer Copeland says, "You know, I had to come out and support." Yes, thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Jennifer.
LaShawn says she loved Delaney's accent. Okay, girl.
I know, right? I love Delaney's accent.
I'm gonna find out what Miss Delaney from her. She's a mysterious woman. She's my kind of girl.
Virgin Islands
about
in the
Miss
house.
Delaney. I'm gonna have to catch on here. We had to do a little one-on-one with Delaney because you know I'm gonna have to really get deep down here. Hey, little Steel, how you doing? Hey, y'all. Hey, okay. All hearts and minds clear when I say hello to the peoples in the chat. BBS crew, y'all know what to do. So when we get new people here, y'all, make them feel welcome. All that good stuff.
Love it.
Let's talk about this Men's for Hire. The authors of the Men for Hire series. That's right. Delaney, Diamond, Reese, Ryan, Sharon C Cuba. Sharon C Cuba can be on here tonight, but of course, we'll be tagging her, and we love us some Sharon. Yeah. She's not here, but Reese and Delaney are here to hold it down. Who came up with y'all? I know it was Reese buying some men's love. Who came up?
Take it away, Reese.
With the Men of Hire series. It was Reese, wasn't it?
So Sharon reached out to me. Her and Delaney had talked already, and she reached out to me and wanted to do something together. And we had one meeting where we just kind of floated stuff around. And in the second meeting, for real, I wanted to impress them. So I wanted to come to the table already ready with a whole bunch of ideas. So one of the ideas had to do with fake dating or whatever. And then I had mentioned that I had seen this company where you could like hire a husband.
You seen it, Reese? Where you seen that company at?
I believe it was here in Raleigh where I live, and it's like a company or something, and it's like Rent a Husband or something like that, where like you can hire a guy to do things like change light bulbs or whatever. So those kind of odds and things, and so from there we kind of took off with the idea of this agency where women can hire a man to do whatever that they might need, whether it's like complete a honey-do list or landscaping like my guy does, or if you need an escort for a special occasion, or you need a fake boyfriend, to piss off the old boyfriend.
But honey, Delaney went straight to it. She went to it for a one-night stand, honey. She was like,
I love where her book starts.
Exactly. She was like the dick for hire. You know what I mean? Like she went straight to it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's supposed to be good night. My bad. Sorry. Delaney, don't not come on here again, okay?
That would be a problem because I'm too busy laughing. So I would be back.
So after you done after you done investigated this agency, Reese, you told them all about it, and they was. I'm surprised at Delaney. Now Sharon C Cuba, she with the shit. I'm just so surprised with Delaney right now.
Oh yeah, I was all over it. In fact, I told them about this movie I had seen where the heroine in the movie hired a guy because she needed a date for like a corporate date, and I was like, yeah, this could work. This could definitely work. So I was all in.
Yeah. What movie was that?
Oh, it was like one of these Lifetime movies. I don't even remember the name of it now, to be honest with you. But the guy turned out to be crazy. It wasn't.
Of course, he did a Lifetime.
It was a Cinemax After Dark movie. Delaney, you gonna tell us?
No, I swear, it was a Lifetime movie. So he turned out to be crazy and stalked her and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Did not have a happy ending, by the way.
Did not have a happy ending. Oh,
no.
Yeah, we don't like those kinds. We don't like those kinds. So Delaney, you and Sharon was already talking about it. Like, how did that conversation come about? And what made you guys call Reese? Because y'all knew she was freaky. Why y'all call her?
That was it. The number one reason. No, just kidding. No, we had just kind of been tossing some names around, and she mentioned Reese, and I was like, yeah, Reese, because we both read her work and love her work. And so we thought she would mesh really well with us. So so she ended up being the one to reach out to her and say, hey, would you be interested? And when she said yes, we were excited because we were like, oh, good. Because we really just thought that she would be a perfect fit, to be honest.
Yay, thank you. And y'all have no idea how excited I was when Sharon DM'd me on Twitter, because honestly, for like at least 2 years, I had been saying, oh God, I hope one day I get to do one of those, because they've done these with like Cheryl Lister and Stephanie Nicole Norris and people like that. So I'm like, okay, one day I get to do this. So it was like kind of like a vision board kind of thing for me. So when
Mikey just didn't do it.
When Sharon reached out, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, no, like what? You have a lot of author friends. Why you just didn't say, you know what?
I never thought like it's something that's always been like I've thought about, and I've been in a lot of collaborations, but I have never been in one to initiate them. So like, I've done all the Texas Cattleman Club ones were, initiated by a publisher. And then we came on the show, me, Karen, and Joss did the Moonlight Ridge one. And, Joss came up with that idea. And then me and, gosh, I'm doing one now. Coming up soon. And again, somebody else reached out to me. And so, I'm like, I don't know. I have just been so busy and kind of a little crazy and stuff. So my time is a little different now. So who knows, maybe I will do one. But I just knew that I adored those two authors, Delaney and Sharon.
Oh, thank you. This is a love fest because we adore you. So
thank you. Because like they're authors I love. As a matter of fact, in One Summer of Love, I actually Snowbound Second Chance. She's a romance reader, and I mentioned her sitting in bed reading one of Sharon's books. So awesome. There are definitely authors that I admire, and so like I said, that was just a total fangirl moment for me. So I'm still kind of pinching myself about it.
I'm so glad you could squeeze us in because she has such a busy schedule this year.
She just all over damn place.
I'm glad I did. I am glad I did. I'm really glad I said yes, even though I had no idea how I was going to fit it in. But I'm so glad that I did that. I made it a priority. So
I'm glad you made it a priority too, because I'm glad you did. Now, Reese, I'm getting you in a minute. I'm just so Reese old friend. She don't count no more.
I know, right? Whenever you get Delaney out, you gotta just milk that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just over here tripping.
I feel you.
Honey, Miss Delaney, honey, I was just like, Miss Delaney she's like the Victoria's Secret person. She just So Delaney, I need to know. So you never show your face. You never go nowhere. You like, honey, I'm just gonna write these books and y'all gonna read them, honey, and love me, honey. You like Jennifer Holiday, girl. You will love me. Is there a reason for that? You know what I mean? Like, are you like this multi-millionaire that we know who you are, but you don't want like?
Oh my God, I wish.
No,
it's nothing. It's nothing even near that exciting. No, it's just my comfort level. So, I'm just way more comfortable on audio. Actually, I've told Reese that I'm like, I really don't even like doing interviews at all, like no kind of audio. I would rather just do, someone send me some interview questions and I'll just answer them and, we'll post them on our website or something. Okay. But so I've tried to be better and break out of my shell a little bit more and do more audio interviews, but video, no. Whew. That's
I'm gonna tell you, they were like, look, we only gonna do 3 of these. Well, I snuck in the 4th one.
like the wine said, millions didn't make it, but I'm glad I was one of the ones who did.
Oh yeah. So
definitely wanted to hear yours. When your name come up, I was like, okay. I was like, if she will accept me doing just audio, I would love to do it. So
yeah, I appreciate you for coming. Because yeah, when Reese told me, I was, and then it's so funny, right? Because when Reese, I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's what we do here at the Brown Book Series, honey. So when Reese, so when Reese, you know, she hit me up, she told me everything. I said, cool. When Reese hit me back though, I thought when you hit me back and said one is not gonna be able to make it, I was like, dang, Delaney ain't gonna do it. That's exactly
you thought it was me. That's understandable.
Yeah, because I know
I never do them. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they did one with Midnight, so it was, they did one with Slick Partner, so I guess I'm good. And I was like, okay, Reese got to do hers. I'm like, shit, she probably like, yeah, I'm good on everything now. So, but when she hit me back and was like, no, Sharon came, I was like, yes. And I was like, oh wait, no, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I'm Sharon all the time. I call her in a few minutes, like, stop what you're doing and tell me hello. But I was, I was happy that you still was able to make it. So
yeah.
All I ask is, here I go, Reese, I go begging. All I ask is, whenever you do decide to do your first, face whatever, that you do it with the Brown Book Series. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
I like it.
And if you decide you just want to do your first face thing with Reese, I'm gonna be her co-host that day. I just want you to know.
I love it. I
just want you to know, all the people involved. I just want you to know. So now, let's go back to the men for hire. Then y'all done went out here and hired all these men, honey. I need to know about this one night stand that leads to so much more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of them boyfriends for hire by Miss Delaney Diamond. So Miss Delaney Bookie, tell us a little bit about the men for your boyfriend for hire. Because honey, I was just like, I have these boyfriends and stuff, and Montez and Desiree, and I need to know, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So let me tell you about Montez. So
Montez.
No, Montez was not even supposed to be hired. I mean, he was, he works for the company. His family runs the company, so he doesn't usually go out on the dates. But after his hot little one night stand with Desiree, and then she shows up and she needs a date, and they don't have anybody for her. At first, he was dissing her. He was like, "We don't have anybody, so bye." That's it, because he was upset because she left him in that hotel room after their night together. And so anyway, he ended up giving in and saying, "Okay, I'll help you out," but she had to do something for him, which was promote our company at your service to your membership, your marketing membership, so they'd get all these other female clients, essentially. And then she hired him, and they had to go through the motions. But it was the reason she wanted him was there was twofold. One, she needed a date for a corporate event, right? She's trying to get this job.
Mm-hmm.
And two, because the person she's competing against is her ex-boyfriend, and she kind of wanted to rub his face in it that she's got a good man. You know what I mean? So Montez is perfect. He's good looking. He's a great conversationalist. He has his stuff together. He's funny. He was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Why you over there blush talking about Montez? He got his stuff together.
He's hot. Yeah. I think he's a really good character, because I just loved writing his sense of humor and the banter between the couple. It was a lot of fun.
I love it. So, okay, so the names though. Well, how did you come up with Montez and Desiree?
Okay, so Lisa's laughing because so Montez he was on a list. I have like a list of names, and so sometimes I'll just kind of go to the list and go, does the name, like I try to find a name to fit the personality of the person that I'm writing about. And Montez just kind of has this swagalicious kind of sound to it, and I thought he would fit perfectly for the hero. However, someone wanted to know if he had a nickname and if it could be Monty. And I was like, I'm not naming any names, but their initials are RR. And so anyway, I was like, no, I just could not see him being called Monty.
Oh my Montez.
So he's just Montez. And
She's
then
like, he did Montez.
yeah. And I ended up incorporating that into the story, in fact, because one of the characters, Desiree's ex, asked Montez, hey, do you have a nickname? Does anybody call you Monty? And he was like, no.
Which is the same thing that Delaney said when I said, can I call him Monty? She's like, no.
Like, no, hire your old man. That's what she told you to do.
I love it. I love it. But our characters, like all three of our male characters, are, you know, best friends from childhood.
Mm-hmm. And they have great sense of humor. They rib on each other. They tease each other. They're each other's confidants, but at the same time, they're also, you know how men are. They give each other hell and tease each other and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I absolutely love that. All right, let's see here. Okay, so neither of them were looking for love, but that was before they met each other. And that's the fiance for hire, Miss Sharon C Cuba, who's not here. So you guys tell us a little bit about Sharon's book, Fiance for Hire.
Well,
Reese, what are you doing? Why did you over there like, Reese,
that's Delaney's sign that she can keep talking. Look, whenever we get her out, we having her do all the talking. We get her to
you right about it. All right,
I'm gonna dial it back in a little bit, but yeah, Drayvon is actually Montez's cousin. And so he's an actor and a producer and all this kind of stuff. You know, he's in the arts and he's famous. And he actually got roped into being a date for hire initially by his aunt, who is Montez's mother, Viola. And somehow he ends up going from just being a date, it snowballs into them having an engagement. So that was not supposed to be a fiance for hire initially, but it snowballed from there.
Man.
And her heroine is a former WNBA player.
Mm-hmm.
And and he's the model. He's the model actor, and then she's the one who's the former athlete.
It's like the roles, they switch roles, reversed.
Like what you would expect. Yep. I love that.
I absolutely love that too. Oh, and here we go, y'all. When former high school classmates unexpectedly reunite, would it be a second chance at romance with their unrequited crush? I said unrequited crush. What is
unrequited love? I mean, people love the unrequited love stories. Like, so I was like, okay, I'm like, I want to do one of those. So that this gave me a chance to do that, like with an old high school crush. And so, yeah, I love that they have this kind of relationship, this history of having this kind of unlikely friendship in the high school when she was tutoring him. And like, but you know how high school is, it's like the kind of nerds and the jocks and the popular kids or whatever. And so they were like from very different groups and all of that. So things did not go as Amaya hoped they would between the two of them. And then they run into each other 20 years later, and she's no longer, the one that's the nerd and the weird girl and the kind of loner. She's the bad bitch. She works she works as an exec at a recording studio, and she's a shot caller, and then he's the guy who comes. She's hiring to do her landscaping. So, it's kind of a reversal of situation there too. And they kind of rebuild the friendship they had back then. And it turns into something more, even though it's not supposed to, because she's a client and, she's a landscaping client, not a escort. And so it's supposed to stay that way. And so that's why she ends up hiring him as her date. It's because they want to go to this thing at their old high school together. And by that time they've gotten things going again, even though nobody else is supposed to know about it. So that's kind of like the undercover way they can go to this thing together by her hiring him as her date. So that's kind of how that kind of transpires.
Yeah, they completely broke the rules. Well, he did specifically by hooking up with a client.
I love it. So, okay, so you guys knew, that this is kind of the series you want to do. After Reese went to people's house, to the place, and then got her research and stuff done. They in the chat talking about where is this agency? They need to know.
I know, right?
They want to know what agency.
It's in Atlanta, at your service in Atlanta.
Thank you, Ola. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Brenda Woodbury. Hello. How you doing? Thanks for checking in.
Miss Brenda, how are you?
Yes, Kim, what's up, baby? How y'all doing? Yes, Renata said, honey, I need to hire. Where they at? You know what? If they had that for real though, they do have those. They're called escort. Renata, I'll give you a list of them, girl. So after you guys came up with the name Men for Hire and all this stuff, how did you guys have like in a category? Like, okay, you're gonna do fiance for hire, you're gonna do date for hire, you're gonna do boyfriend for hire, or like how did that come about?
So I came up with when we started this idea, like I said, I had a whole bunch of possible titles. I had a whole bunch of possible titles, and we actually ended up using me and Delaney ended up using 2 of those titles.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember if fiance was one of the ones I had on the list or not. But anyway, so those were on the list. But we just, from there, once we kind of just started talking about the idea, then we all just individually are, kind of started thinking about how we can approach this idea of these men for hire and what it would be about or whatever, and just, snowballing or brainstorming about like how the agency was going to work. The fact that it was going to have these various divisions like landscaping and just like, doing little odd jobs around the house, whatever, and then this escort part of it. So, that was fun coming up with those ideas with the 2 of them, and both of them are like super easy to work with. That it was just such a pleasure. It really, really was. So,
did you guys have like deadlines and stuff, and we had like, okay, this needs to be done by this particular time, like this basically self-published, right? So how did that work? Was Reese late on her deadline, Delaney?
In all honesty, we were all late with our deadlines. We pushed back, what was it, twice? Or we pushed back
the release date a week.
One week is what we did. Yeah.
Okay.
We pushed everything back by 1 week.
Right.
And then but part of that was because we needed time to read each other's work, and we needed time to, just kind of get through everything. So
we were also working on other books,
other projects. Yeah.
I had a release.
I had a release a month before, and I was like, I need a little more time so that I can promote it a little more, that kind of thing. Because my romantic suspense book came out.
Yes, so it really, really did. We're gonna talk about those too, but honey, we gotta talk about these men y'all done hired to sex y'all down. Renata says every time Reese says the word hire, she blushes. I told you, Renata, Reese is with the shits. You got to. And then I drag poor Delaney in this. Sharon, they with it. And now Delaney is just, I feel bad for her. Mom, Connie Diva. Hey, Connie. Good morning. Good evening. We're here with the authors from the Men for Hire series, Reese Ryan, Delaney Diamond, Sharon C. Sharon C Cuba. She's not with us here tonight, but we're gonna drag her up here one of these good old days, honey, and talk to her about everything she got going on in her life. And Delaney Diamond is her first time here on the Brown Book series. I'm so super excited. Yay. I'm just over here like tripping. I'm trying to be good. I want to ask everything.
I love it.
So Delaney, you're gonna have to come back.
I will gladly come back.
Thank you. We'll have Reese in the audience for moral support.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, okay, so the Men for Hire, you got that. It's released. It's good. So you said the relationship, y'all working relationship was good. So did you guys know each other before this? Like, really? No,
not really. Like I knew them online. Like, you know how you know people online forever? And so, like, in my head, it was my friends. But, you know, we had not met in person, or we hadn't, like, really had any connection like that. Look, Sharon and I did meet in Denver.
Okay.
At at One Love
Union,
which I was at, but wasn't able actually to go to because I was there like the first night, and then I got sick, and I was in my
what they told me.
Oh no!
So I was in an expensive, lovely hotel room the entire
So
conference.
Was it the atmosphere or something?
No, it wasn't, because I had been in Denver for like a week. Because I went there earlier because my friend lives there, and her daughter passed, and so we had her celebration of life ceremony, and so I had been at my friend's house for like a week, and then like a bug went through everybody, and that's what happened. And so by the time I had that first day I was there, and I felt great, and by the end of the night I was sick as a dog, and I ended up being locked up in my room the entire time I was there. So I did see Sharon like that first night. I got a chance to meet her that first night. So that was nice. So, but yeah, so it's just, but it was the way we got a chance to work together. It was just like I said, it was so easy to work with both of them in terms of like when we had a question about things, you know, and they were super patient. I'm asking a million newbie questions. Plus, when I do these collaborations, like the one with Jules is coming out at the end of this month, it's just I ask a million questions because
you got another book coming out at the end of this month, like October.
Girl, let me tell you, I had some at the end of August.
I'm sick of her.
In August, I had this at the end.
I don't know how she does it.
Something at the end of October, something at the end of November. It's 7 books this year. So
oh my goodness.
7 books.
I'm mentally exhausted.
Reese, let me get a loan. You get into the money, baby. Let me borrow some.
You're gonna hibernate over the winter, aren't you? Because you need a break.
Yeah. So I have a lot of plans for 2024, but I'm like, I just had 7 books released, 4 of which was like at the end of the year. I'm gonna ride that for a minute and probably do something in March of next year because yeah. But they were, like I said, they were super easy to work with. I'm asking them a million questions about, you know, different things, and one of the funny things was like, you know, we're exchanging scenes, which I do whenever I'm working in a collaboration. Is like, if I'm mentioning, I love to integrate the other characters as much as possible. That's the first thing. Readers love it, and I love it, and I think it adds layers to it. It really
makes
helps with a collaboration like this.
It's important for a collaboration. Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. So we were reading each other's work, and so like I'm reading Delaney and Sharon stuff, and I'm thinking like why they got my dude acting like this? Like why is he like acting like a clown? Like what's happening? So then later on, I went back to like the Bible because Delaney is very organized, and she created a series Bible for us. So like it asked all these questions, and so we answered all these questions. And I had said stuff about my story that I did not remember when I got ready to write my story. So like all these stuff that they're doing in the story, like mentioning his earrings, or you know, just saying these things about his personality and stuff, was stuff that I had put in the Bible originally that I, you know, but I totally forgot about by the time I actually got a chance to get around to writing, because I had like to write 2 books from the time I did that to when I started writing this book. So I had written 2 other books. So like I totally forgot about that. So yeah, that was my bad.
That was so funny.
I kept some of the stuff I didn't. So, but yeah, that was funny.
Delaney, were you like, Lord, this child over here?
Well, you know what? It's so funny. I didn't even know until afterward when she started telling us, because she said she had read our excerpts, our scenes, and for instance, Jet had earrings. We both mentioned the fact that he had earrings, and she was like, "Oh yeah, he's got earrings." So she had to add it to her, which I thought was hilarious. And
I cannot believe.
But in her defense, you know, this is the thing. Like they are. You're a plotter, right, Reese?
I am now. I am more of a plotter now. When I first started in my career, I thought I was a pantser, but now I'm like a hybrid. But I'm doing more and more plotting the deeper I get into my career. I'm seeing. So
Well, okay. So with her and Sharon, they filled up the sheet almost immediately, right? Meanwhile, I'm taking my time because I'm more of a pantser. So as I write the story, I slowly fill in the information. So I think, like, because of that, it's easy to forget what you put in at the beginning because that you did that like weeks or months ago. Whereas with me, I actually put it in the story first and then add it to the sheet. So it's a different process.
You're not like me. I'm a pantser, mainly because I'll be high. So I tell the story first, and then when I kind of sober up, I can be like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna add that in there too, because I forgot about that part. Yes, I can.
That might be a good way to write a story too.
I'm trying to tell you, girl.
I bet.
On that whiskey and weed, it do something to you. Ola said, Delaney, I'm about halfway through your story, and I'm so excited to see how it turns out.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Mixie, what's up, baby? B-Bad's crew in the house. That's right.
Hello.
Oh,
hey, Mixie.
Yes.
They been coming for me. I've been good so far. Quitting line. Good. Haven't I, Reese?
You've been good. Goodish.
Goodish.
Goodish. No, you good. Look, we love you, and we know you, and we love you. That's why we love you.
I'm being good tonight. I'm just being so good. I'm only being good because Miss Delaney is here. Miss Delaney is here. That's right. The authors from the Men for Hire series. Now we know that Reese talked them into it. They called Reese about a good old fashioned series. They probably wanted to have something about some preachers or something. And then Reese talked them into hiring these men, escorting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Reese said Diamond Divas represented. Okay,
Mitzi.
Yes.
Diamond Divas is what they do. Hey, Darnell, what's up, boo? And so Reese talked them into hiring these men coming out here hiring, landscaping, and even the little boy, he part of the family. He didn't want to be out here selling that thing. And Reese got him out here just doing stuff. And Sharon done tricked her dude into marrying her. It's just a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And it's all Reese's fault. She couldn't come up with nothing wholesome.
And I have to say, I was gonna say, is this one a little dirtier? I don't know. Anyway, it might be. It might be a little bit. Might be a little spicier than.
I said that. Let me tell you what I said. So it won't be like it came out of my mouth. I said, now I love Reese's book. This right here now, this hit a little different. I said, no, I drink a little wine with a little book. I said, I had to get my jack out for this one. You know what I'm saying? Get Mr. Daniels out to read them. I'm about to have a cigar.
Mr. Daniels came out.
I'm trying to tell you, honey. I saw Reese. She's doing a little something. Miss, would you say it's wholesome? I know it's wholesome, all right.
Wholesome.
H-O-E. So
Mitzi says wholesome. Okay.
You can always count on Mitzi to come up
I'm telling you
with something witty, and
I have to say that's pretty good.
That's the DBS crew, honey. That's the Players Club right there, baby. That's what we do. That's exactly what we do.
Hey, my book is not the one that starts with the one night stand.
I told you, Mister, they got Delaney all in this whole trio they got going on. They got her starting out with the one night stand. I said, Lord, she just go kick it off. With somebody.
Oh my God. But it's so good though. Their interaction is so
started out fucking. Listen, so do you think you guys will ever work again though together?
Oh, I mean, I definitely think so. I loved working with Reese, obviously. And of course, Sharon and I work together all the time. And we've known each other over 10 years. We met at Georgia Writers, Georgia Romance Writers. So we've known each other for a really long time, and we've done several of these together, and we talk frequently. So yes, I think it's very possible. Of course, we've all have crazy schedules coming up, but you never know. when another one will come up.
I love it, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. But yeah, it's so fun because you never know. We might even be able to revisit the At Your Service.
Because we did that with Cheryl Lister with the series
cool.
that we did. We ended up doing another set of books from that series, so it's very possible.
Because the funny thing like that, they didn't even supposed to be doing escort stuff. None of the three supposed to be escort.
None of them.
No. Reese got the men on the host roll. I love it. Then flip Delaney. Then she out here with the men home. This don't make no sense. Sharon with it, so it's all good. Okay, so let's move on from the Men for Hire series real quick. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all, we're here with the authors from the Men for Hire series. Go and get the books right now. Get the whole series. Get all three. You gotta get all three. It don't make sense just to get one. You gotta get all three.
Get them all.
You gotta get them all. That's Delaney Diamond, Reese Ryan, and Sharon C Cuba. So if you have not get the series, go and get all three of them, and then buy it again. Buy it for a friend. It's gonna be hot. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Audio. Are you guys gonna put it on audio?
Oh, we hadn't even talked about that, have we?
Not really. Not really. It's like one of those things. Like I had in the back of my head to bring up to y'all. Are we going to do it as audio eventually? But they're definitely both in ebook and paperback. But yeah, I would love to make it an audio book at some point. That would be that would be a lot of fun.
Find a really good narrator. Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all have to have
all about the narrator.
You gotta have a real good narrator, and he will have to narrate the whole series.
Yes, exactly, for the consistency. Yeah.
Y'all know who my favorite narrator is. I'm just saying. Ron Butler. He can do it all. The girl's voices, the boys' voices. He can. You know what I'm saying? He's a hoot, honey. So yeah, y'all gotta get in on that. Khalida, what's up, boo-boo? Hey, thanks for checking in with us. We're here with the authors from the Men for Hire series.
Hey there.
Hello.
Yes. Now, let's go over to this individual thing. Your individual, what you got going on? Reese, we'll come you last because I'm going to be tired.
I know, right? I'm tired just thinking about it.
Delaney.
Yes.
Tell us about your other projects that you got going on, so we can support in all the ways.
Okay, so let's see. Well, this is actually my last project for the year, but before this one, in last month, the month before, I released the fifth book in my Cordova Agency series, which is my romantic suspense series.
Yeah.
And you were asking about where I'm from, and that particular book is set on the island where I'm from, which is St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. And it's crazy because I was like, this is the first time I've actually set a book where I'm from. I've written all these other places.
Wow.
But so the story basically is about these guys, they're assassins and spies. And Alyssa is from the Virgin Islands. She's from the same island I'm from, St. Thomas. And she's at home when Hossam, who is he's an Arab guy, he ends up coming to visit her. They broke up, so it's a second chance romance story. And while he's there, there's a bombing on the island, and he ends up staying and helping her investigate what happens. Because there's a prominent member of the community that dies, one of the senators. So it goes kind of from there. That's where everything sort of jumps off once the bombing takes place. And like I said, it's romantic suspense. So there's sexy times and things like that. But one of the things that I really enjoyed with this one is because I get to showcase where I'm from. So talked a lot about the food and the setting and the culture and things like that. You threw in some of the words and things like that we normally use. So it's a lot of fun. It was a whole lot of fun.
I love that.
Okay, I love that.
And yes, I have to put it on audio. Definitely.
They're loving your voice, honey. Love their voice.
I know, right? I love her voice.
Love that voice. So Lucille says, from a fellow Virgin Islander.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Hey,
Very
Lucille.
nice.
Love
Yes,
it.
please pick
All
it
of
up.
it. Waiting on Sharon's book to come from Amazon. Yes, right. You get all of it. Get all of it. Let me all these exactly.
Oh,
The agencies are. I'm telling you, they just out here.
thank you, Anada. Thank you, Mitzi. Yeah, I love writing the Cordova Agency series. It's just fun, like blowing stuff up, killing people, having chase scenes. It's just so much fun.
So romantic suspense, is that what it's kind of your niche? That's like what you like writing, or I mean,
No, actually, I'm really more contemporary, and
okay.
I kind of like to write outlandish stories with billionaires and all that kind of stuff. That's really more my niche. But the romantic suspense was something that I kind of wanted to write because I watch a lot of thrillers, and I just love action movies. Like I could sit and just binge watch them on the weekend. And so I decided I wanted to just write something that I like to watch. It was like the perfect merging of romance and thrillers because I also read a lot of thrillers, you know. So I was like, yeah, romance and thriller, I'll definitely do that. And so I started that series, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm on book 5 now, so I think there'll probably be about 8 books in the series.
I absolutely love it. Yes, Ola said, honey, she recommends everything, baby. She was like the whole series, the entire
Oh,
series.
thank
So good.
you. Thank you.
Okay, I absolutely love that. Reese done put out 15 books this whole year.
Oh Lord.
Item machine.
It's wild.
She's out here just writing and escorting. I love it. What you got coming up, ma'am? I was about to say any events you got coming up. Delaney ain't going nowhere, so yeah. Back to you, Reese.
You are right. I'm not. I'm not
going. I love it.
I know she's putting the work and the time into giving us those books that we love. So
exactly, that is true. What you got going on, Miss Reese?
Oh my God. So later this year. So already so at the end of August, the next 2 books in Valentine Vineyard series came out. The Valentine Vineyard series is the series that's like it's a spinoff of my Bourbon Brothers series.
Yeah.
And so I have another collaboration that starts at the end of this month, and that is Dynasty's Willowvale that I'm doing with author Jules Bennett. And so Jules came to me with with the idea for us to do a collaboration, and we kind of brainstormed and came.
You might be the collaboration queen over there, baby.
This year it feels like it. And so she had this idea, and we brainstormed ideas, and so what we came up with was a series that's set in this fictional town of Willowvale Springs, Wyoming, and there's an older man who dies, and he's like one of those guys who basically owns the town. Right. And so he dies, and he leaves these 4 ranches that he owns to 4 young men they were young men when they worked for him. They're much older now, and so he leaves, and they're all, most of them have moved away. 3 of them have moved away, and so each of them inherits one of the ranches and has to come back and do something with it. And so it's called like I said, Dynasty's Willowvale. And so the first book in the series is this is actually a double book. So this is my first book in the series and her first book. So mine is Working with Her Crush. It's another book about somebody with a crush or whatever. And then the second book in the series comes out at the end of November. And so it's a double book as well with my book and her book. And mine is called Breaking the Bad Boys Rules. Wow. It's a rock romance because he's a rocker, a drummer. And she is a interior decorator. And that one's like siblings, best friend's little sister. So
I like those.
I love those. I know that's a thing. Some people love it, some people hate it. I love best friends or your siblings' best friend. I love that. I love that. There's so much drama and conflict and stuff depending on the situation. So I love that, and especially for him in that book. he especially doesn't want to mess with her because his band broke up because he got married to the lead singer's sister, and when the marriage dissolved, the band ended up dissolving. So he doesn't want to make the same mistake again. So yeah. But it was a really, really fun series for us to write. So
I love it. So we have to make sure we all both use social media handles and all that good stuff and your websites to follow you guys and get your books and all that stuff. We got Delaney, we got to catch up with Reese, because by the time we catch up with these books, she wrote 7 more.
Okay.
I will definitely be going much slower next year. So I'm definitely trying to take a breather more next year. So we'll see.
I get it. So any events coming up for you, Reese, this year?
I am scheduled for the Las Vegas Festival of Books in 2 weeks, 2.5.
Yeah, me too.
That's right. You are the that's right. You are the facilitator for the panel.
Yeah,
on Black Cowboys and
on Black Cowboys.
Ooh, Black
yeah.
Cowboys.
So that book is one of the books I'll be talking about, because she's a rancher. She's the one. He's the tech nerd and working with her crush. He's a tech nerd, and she's the one who stayed and loves the ranch and wants to own the ranch and deals with horses and stuff, because it's a horse ranch that she runs. So yeah. I'm starting to love these Black Cowboys. That's my third book at this point, where like either a Black cowboy or cowgirl.
Yeah,
and that's something I've become kind of fascinated with. So I definitely can see myself writing more Black
definitely.
Cowboys.
Nice.
So we're gonna be in Vegas. Well, yeah, we'll be in Vegas for the Las Vegas Book Festival. If you're in town, if y'all know your friend, whoever, if you're in Vegas, want to hang out with us, you can check us out. We'll have the links to the festival on our websites and all that good stuff. And so you can just, it's gonna be cute. I'm gonna get Reese drunk on the strip.
And I have never been to Vegas before. So
oh wow.
I have never been to Vegas. Like I have been. Look, I was there one time. I was in the airport because I was laid over there in the airport, but I've not been to Vegas. So
Reese, get your life together. Now it's that Black Cowboy. That's what I want.
I love how she tied that together.
Exactly. Miss Brenda said all 3 are on my calendar. Okay. I absolutely love
it. Thank you.
Yeah. So then after we get back from Vegas, Reese, where else you going this year?
This year, that's enough. That's enough. So like after I'm taking the rest of the year to like plot and plan for the year ahead, because in 2024 I will definitely be doing a lot more indie projects.
Oh, good.
So and as a matter of fact, that's pretty much the focus for me of 2024. So you'll definitely be seeing more indie projects for me for sure. So yeah, so I do have a series that I know I'm gonna be doing. It's called the Love and Music series, and this book, Date for Hire, is almost kind of like a little prequel to it, because the high school that Jet and Amaya went to is going to be like in the center of that series.
That's gonna be nice right there. Jet said, "Look out, Vegas." Yes, honey, I'm telling you, we're gonna go out there and turn it out. Never Jenkins gonna be in the house. So we gonna shut it down. I think that is gonna be absolutely hot. That's gonna be hot right there.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
we gotta get Delaney out next year or the year after. So we gotta get her to home. We gotta trick her, drug her, or something. We gotta get her out. Come out here and hang out and play with us. Oh my God, we're almost to the end of our interview. But we have to ask them just, let's see, 1 or 2 couple of, they like when they be like, "Sure, you're gonna ask like some of the Brown Book series questions." So we'll give the first question to Delaney. Delaney, author's moments. What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year, both in your personal life and in the literary world?
Ooh. Okay, so I would say in the literary world, it's preparing for my next release, which isn't gonna be until next year. Probably, I'm thinking maybe February or March. It'll be the next book in my Family Ties series. So I'm going to probably start, just doing a little research and things like that, preparing my mind for it, preparing my Pinterest board, which I use to sort of pin up inspirational images to help me write. And then as far as for the rest of the year, I don't have anything really urgent, but I'm going to a wedding, and one of the things I'm trying to do is lose a few pounds, and it has been a struggle. So that's probably my priority for the rest of the year, on a personal level. But other than that, I don't have anything else really pressing.
All right, that's what's up. Reese, same question. What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year, both in the literary world and in your personal life?
In the literary world, is definitely doing the planning for 2024 for my indie publishing and preparing that love and music series. So that's the priority for me in the literary world. Personally, my 35th wedding anniversary is coming up in January 30th of 2024. And like Delaney, I am like, honestly, I'm mostly just trying to get healthier. But yeah, I'm also like I'm down from like the height of the pandemic, probably like 24 pounds. And so I definitely want to keep losing stuff. And like Amaya in Date for Hire, I am a recent convert to plant-based eating. So like I've been about 75% vegan because every now and then I'll bring me out some cheese, but but no meat. So like that's been helping a lot. And so I love that. So I'm just being healthier, exercising more, all that kind of stuff. I've been doing a lot of things like that and just enjoying that.
All right, I love it. Author's moments for you, Reese, and being a novelist. What did you learn a little too late?
We ain't got enough time for all that. But I would say the main thing I would say is that I wish I had stayed focused on my original goal when I first got published, was to be hybrid. And I definitely did not follow that. I kind of just got so caught up in traditional publishing that I like really wasn't tending to the indie side at all. So like in a lot of ways, I almost feel like I'm starting from scratch with that. So that's the thing I would say the most, is that I wish I had definitely followed that in being hybrid.
Yeah, I mean, it's so crazy that that's how it's supposed to be. That's why you've been doing a whole lot of collaborations, because it's like, look, girl, get your life together. So you know, what I'm saying? You still been kind of hybrid though. You just got it's just to refocus on your goal. That's all.
Yes.
Delaney, and being a novelist, what did you learn a little too late?
Yeah, so I think for me, what I learned a little too late is that I can't do everything. When I first started writing, it was almost 12 years ago when I first got published. And so, you're naive, you don't know a lot, you just kind of write the book, put it out, and keep it moving. And then as the years go by and more people are in publishing and there's more information, you just like start getting all this information and you think you have to do this and that and that and this and that. And I ended up just realizing I don't have to do all of that. I just need to really focus on my craft and put out good books that people can enjoy, market them, and just, keep it moving. But trying to do everything, I realized I can't. And so I've just kind of learned to dial things back a little bit, particularly like if I add something to my list, I'll find something else that I can take off so that I don't overextend myself. Because at the end of the day, I mean, really, it's a job, but it shouldn't be our whole life. Right. And, we have families and things like that. So I kind of had to learn that for myself.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. We have one last question before we go. But ladies and gentlemen, please, all the Men for Hire series we have in the description box below. Their website addresses. Make sure you go to their websites, get all their social media handles, follow them with everything they're doing, join their newsletter, get their books. Definitely get this series. Get all three. Don't just get one. Get all three books. You got to get all three. They all go together. It's a series. Like, come on. Yeah. Where they do that at? It's a series. You got to get all three. All right. Let's see who we're going to go to first. First up, let's go to Delaney. Let's ask our last question. Delaney Diamond. If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
Oh my God, that is so hard. You know what? That's a title. Oh my God, that is so hard.
I love it.
That's what he said. Okay, cool. Oh my God, it's so hard. All right. Reese Ryan, if you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
ADHD made me do it. That would be the name of my book. I have since I've been formally diagnosed, like within a year or two ago, like my entire life makes sense now. Like I understand things so much. The things that like, annoy me or just whatever. Yes, it has been so enlightening for me, and I wish I'd known it a long time ago. So yes, that's my off the cuff title for my life. ADHD made me do it.
I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Let's go to the chat real quick while they stand there. Goodbyes and good nights and all that stuff. Definitely get her book. Yes, definitely get the book.
And thanks for the congrats on the anniversary. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank
yes. Congratulations on the anniversary. All that good stuff. They all saying congratulations. That part, the DD. Exactly. Life lessons. All that good stuff. Listen, make sure you guys go out and get that book. Reese Ryan and Delaney Diamond, two of the authors from the Men of Higher series. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Reese, your show is every Tuesday night, 7:00.
Yes, ma'am. And as a matter of fact, my next guest on the 17th is going to be Miss Rochelle, who you had me be her conversation partner at the Raw Experience. So that's Rochelle Allers, the legend's gonna be on my show.
That's nice. Wow.
Yeah. So that's all come full circle.
Full circle, and that's next week, right?
It's the 17th.
It's on the 17th. But your show is every Tuesday.
Every 2 weeks. It's the first and third. It's usually the first and third.
All right, Tuesday. First and third. Make sure y'all go over there, check her out. She had Dylan Allen on
last night.
So I was like, yeah, that's what's up. All right, y'all, make sure we'll check you out next week. Next week, we'll have Miss Kate Golden in here. Go to brownbookseries.com and you'll see who all we're going to have playing with us in October. November is going to be an awesome month as well. Lacey Blake, there's so many over there. So Kelly Farmer. So, listen, it's going to be cute. It's going to be real, real cute. We'll get Delaney Diamond to come back and play with us. But make sure you check us out every Wednesday night at 7:00. Again, thank you, Reese. Thank you, Delaney.
Thank you. Great time. Thank you.
All right, y'all be good. Stay positive. But most of all, stay safe.
Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you. It's for us. The fantasies. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. This is for us.